Hey everyone.
What's up? Man, Alden just speed ran our
assignment. Yeah.
We Kyle and Tate are still doing it. They're only halfway done.
They're slow as hell.
So slow.
It took like 30 minutes to find one bird.
And we were fast.
We finished the whole thing.
We did.
Somewhere in
Have you guys ever heard of the king vulture?
No, wait, what's the one? Hang on. Have you guys ever heard of the king of Saxony bird of paradise?
Oh, that one does go kind of crazy.
That one goes crazy.
The king of Saxony bird of paradise is a bird in New Guinea.
That is such a sick bird.
And it has like these white whisker things that
They're like 8 times longer than it.
Yeah, it's like a really small bird with these whiskers. There's also this hummingbird. There's this hummingbird in South America called the marvelous spatule tail, and it has 2 tail feathers that are like following it.
Guys, birds are pretty cool.
Yeah.
See, this is the education bit of our podcast.
No one wants education.
Well, that's what we're doing.
the scariest bird I've ever seen.
Closest living relative to birds.
What? It is a crocodile.
It makes sense. Didn't they say dinosaurs are like birds?
Yeah.
Crocodiles are dinosaurs. Just alive.
Well, birds are the closest relatives to birds. Because birds are alive.
Well, a non-bird relative to birds is a crocodile.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's an informational bit right
I guess
there.
that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I just said. It makes sense.
I want to own one of these. These look
Did you guys look at the king vulture?
honey frog mouth.
Look at this thing.
It is cool.
He looks like a king.
Our editor is going to put it up on screen right now.
It's the worst thing ever. The editor never does anything.
Well, that's because we don't pay him enough.
The editor gets paid a fair amount for his work.
That's
The
arguable.
editor gets paid the amount his work is worth.
No. $0?
Yeah. How
Effective.
many subscribers does the channel have currently?
We have
8?
800,000.
Oh my god, guys, thank you.
You guys,
You're gonna have to cut that part out. It was a stupid bit.
that is going in,
No,
and this
it's
part
not.
is going in too.
We have 8 subscribers. When are we going on Spotify? I don't like having to have my phone on
It's actually
while I listen.
it's actually super easy to put on Spotify.
What about Amazon Music?
It's harder to Amazon Music? No.
Why not?
Why would I do that?
Because I
Who uses Amazon Music?
use Amazon.
Bro, like,
Does anyone? Kyle, do you know anyone that uses Amazon Music?
no.
Okay, Tay, do you know anyone that uses? No.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
I don't have to pay for ads. See? We can post on there for free. And that way I don't have to listen
You
to
can
it with
post for
ads.
free on Spotify too,
Yeah,
and
but-
people actually use Spotify.
Yeah, but we'll do it on both. Everyone knows you've got to be on all platforms.
If we get 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I will go to the Sahara Desert and see how long I can survive without food or water.
With a sword. You get
With a sword.
Tate gets a sword and a flint.
Just Flint.
Yeah, he
Well,
uses
Minecraft.
his sword.
Oh, well,
He
Minecraft.
uses his sword and his flint to start the
In
fire.
Minecraft, you need a piece of iron.
That's what the sword is.
Well, you can't make. Okay.
Okay, guys, how long do you think you could survive in the wilderness
Oh.
with nothing but a knife, not like a hunting knife, like a pocket knife?
It might not work.
You know what I'd do? I'd open the knife and then I'd trip on a tree branch and I'd stab myself and bleed out. So 0 days.
Why?
Okay, do you want an actual answer?
Yeah.
Okay. If I were in the forest with a knife, I could probably survive like maybe a month.
I could probably survive whatever the amount of time it is for a human to survive before they starve. Before they starve.
Well, I guess it depends if I have like access to clean water. If if I have access to clean water, maybe longer.
She took one.
You, then
Ways to
you could
categorize.
makeshift a water purifier.
Probably.
You just need to evaporate the water, collect it, and then drip
But
it into
in that
something.
situation, I'd also need fire.
You don't need fire.
To do that, yes.
Not really. You could leave it in the sun.
But that would take forever.
It would, but you'd get clean water, so it's worth it.
I guess that's true.
Is there any space birds?
Space.
doing
How
it.
cool would space birds be?
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
Wait, this is
right?
not what I clicked.
Except that wouldn't work because there's no air.
Oh yeah.
They couldn't fly. So it doesn't make any sense. That makes me really sad that space birds can't exist.
Why not?
Because there's no air.
What if they evolved
What about
to have rockets?
What about a space fish?
No, this fish are
Well,
the same
fish
thing as
just float around.
birds.
They just float
Fish are the birds of water.
around. No, they just float around though.
Yeah, they can float.
Still need oxygen.
It's
Okay,
like,
this isn't a scenario where they don't need oxygen.
Wait, are you
the
able
fish
to
wouldn't
push
be able to
yourself
move.
in space? Or
No.
You just float?
okay.
There's
Wait,
nothing
for the record.
to push yourself with.
Okay, for the record, a fish
So
would
there's
not.
nothing to like flap on, like fishing.
Wait.
Theoretically,
so, like,
nothing would be able to move
so
in space.
theoretically,
Yeah,
if you get
exactly.
hit with a car in space, you would move, but like you wouldn't stop until you hit something that stops you.
Yeah,
That's so.
you would move forever in space, in the same direction, unless there's something in space that like stops you.
That's actually so sad.
The problem.
What if like someone like becomes immortal and the world just blows up and they just like fly across space
That'd be kind of cool.
No, it
for
wouldn't.
like 5 minutes?
For life? For the rest of your life?
Yeah.
Literally just floating
Well, if you're
for
immortal, you would
millions
be
of
able
Well,
to
you
years.
die. You
Well,
die.
but in
Your
the
life
scenario
just-
where you're immortal, it would be kind of cool. Like you've lived a really long life and everything's boring to you at this point, and you're just like floating around seeing everything. That would be cool. I
It
feel.
would not be cool.
It would be
Alden's
cool.
wrong.
For
Tate's
like
wrong.
a day.
Yeah,
No, it'd be
thank
cool
you, Tate.
forever.
It wouldn't be cool forever.
I think it'd be cool forever.
What if you found a way to be immortal and you went in a black hole?
See, that would be
That's
be
cool.
Eventually, you would hit a black hole if you float around in space forever.
Yeah.
Does
You can
space
also
go
hit an
on
asteroid
forever,
and then
Alden?
you're kind of just like stuck there.
So space, okay. So space doesn't technically go on forever, but you would never reach the end of it, even if you were immortal and you were floating around in it, because the universe is expanding faster than the speed of light.
That is actually wrong.
Why?
Because the new telescope proved that the Big Bang never happened.
What?
I didn't hear about this,
I didn't
Tate.
either.
No, it's I don't know. I think it's real. I saw it on YouTube.
Sounds
It
like
proved that
Like,
the
they
Big
like
Bang
looked
never.
at the images and the pictures with the Hubble. Like the pictures had like a motion blur. Both the new one there was no motion blur, and the galaxies like stay at the same spot like the entire.
Okay, I don't know how true this is, but okay.
Yeah,
but
thank
either
you.
way,
the
the
light from the
universe is,
galaxies are.
but either way, the universe is so big that like you would probably hit a black hole before you hit the end of the universe.
That's true. You'd run into something before you hit the edge of the universe if you just floated in a straight line, obviously.
I wonder if this is going to be interesting or if I'm going to cut all of this out.
You're probably gonna end up cutting all of it
I'm
out.
taking the under. I'm going with you're cutting all of it out. Oh, I have a good question
Go ahead.
for us.
Okay.
What's the last animal you think I could fight with a sword?
Siege.
Like where do you think my abilities to fight an animal with a sword end?
Okay, this is a good question. So I think that I'm going to start at like a lion. I think you could possibly.
I
beat a
think I
lion.
could take out a lion.
You probably could. So
You definitely couldn't take out a lion.
No,
With
with
a
a sword.
Oh, this.
no.
You know how big lions are.
Lions
Yeah,
are
but
very
a
big,
sword
is-
slice to the face is just
like,
gonna
I don't really
stop a lion.
If you know the lion's coming, I don't see how a lion could get past the sword and get to you. before you
Exactly. That's
swing
what
the
I'm
sword.
saying. A lion wouldn't juke out a sword.
Right.
Like how I'm imagining
I mean, you
is
can- you
it's
can
charging
actually-
at me. I have my sword ready.
Right.
It jumps at me.
And the
Yeah,
lions
slash
are
it with the
stupid. They don't
sword.
know what a sword is.
Exactly.
They won't
Yeah,
be
but,
like, oh no, it's
like-
a sword.
If they were like running full speed at you, you can get like a few hits, but it wouldn't like run away.
It would run away.
Well, even if it doesn't
and
run away,
a
you
sword
just
can
do
do
the
a
same thing.
lot of damage. You guys ever watch Forged in Fire?
Yeah.
They chop the pigs in half.
They do. But the next step up I would give you is like a grizzly bear, which that one I'd say it's probably
Because I feel like I need to get really close to a grizzly bear.
Exactly.
And at that range,
it could probably swipe you. With
it could probably get me.
I'd give you like a 30% chance against a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
With a sword, with a decent sword.
That's a good one.
But what would be a step up from that? Like
I need
a shark.
Okay, but we're not doing like special case animals, like if it was a bird or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it has to be a land animal.
Okay,
Oh
fine.
my god, let's see.
What other?
Hello.
I feel like land animals don't get more dangerous than like a grizzly bear.
What do you think, Kyle? Where do you think I could? What do you think I could?
Why did it go to a
stop
duck,
at
bruh?
fighting in like the animal gauntlet if I had a sword?
I feel like you could probably go as far as something like a rhino.
Yeah, I totally forgot about
a
those.
rhino. I don't think I could beat a rhino.
Rhinos would be tough.
Because they've got like that thick skin. That's
Yeah,
it's kind
and,
of like
like-
plated armor.
The thing is with a rhino, I'm not gonna stop a rhino with the slash of a
Exactly.
sword. I'm just
It's
gonna
gonna-
get impaled.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you could say the same thing about like elephants too.
I'd say
elephants are-
I'd say rhinos are before elephants. Theoretically, are
probably.
easier just because they're a little bit smaller.
That's fair.
That's true. Yeah. What other hippos? Hippos.
I could not fight a hippo.
Hippos
Oh,
are
actually,
scary.
No, you
hippos are
can't.
fast.
They're really
Hippos
fast.
are really fast.
Hippos are scary.
And like, I feel like.
And they
Ooh.
attack people too. They're like
They
not
do.
like they're not like rhinos or elephants that usually just go about their business. They like actively attack people.
Yeah, they're very territorial. I could totally fight like an alligator with a sword, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
They're slow. Well, they're actually pretty fast. Never mind, but
Yeah, I could. It's
you
not
could-
fast
the same,
enough.
It's the same logic as the lion.
As a lion, if it's gonna charge you and it's not tanky enough
Why
to
is it
stop
going
a
to
sword
100?
hit, then it's gonna. I'm gonna beat it.
Watch.
Right.
So
Honestly,
it
it
up,
might
search
be.
it
I think it would be harder for you to do like a cobra or something like that with a sword.
I feel like I would
like
just choose to stab the cobra.
But it moves fast. Could you go?
I think I could
Just search up
like
kite.
get a chop in,
Maybe.
chop it in half.
But if you miss,
If I met, that comes down to my skills with a sword.
it does. You're right.
What is another animal that I couldn't beat with a sword?
A crocodile.
I could beat a crocodile.
Yeah, we got probably because
I would
it's the
just,
same
like-
logic with the lion, where if it charges at you, you just hit it with the sword.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
can't
but you
avoid a
realistically, you
sword.
just can't really slash.
right there.
You can't really slash an alligator.
Yeah, but
It's
Well,
probably
it's like a downwards chop.
yeah, it's probably weak to strike damage.
Yeah. Like our logic is like a lion or a crocodile, if it's charging at me, I could hit it with a sword and that would stop its charge and I would
At
be
least,
fine.
yeah.
But like with a rhino, if it charged at me, I wouldn't be able to stop it
Sword
and I would
doesn't
still
do
die.
anything
Same with a
against that.
hippo.
Yeah.
It's basically like tanky animals, I guess.
Get it at 25, right?
What about like a bull?
Ooh,
That's a hard one.
that is a hard one. I think you. Oh God, it would be really hard.
What
to
if I
win.
like
I think it's a narrow path to victory. I think
I feel like how I would go about it is I would like ready my sword to like stab it in the face as it charged at me. I feel like I would still take a good amount of damage, but I think I could kill it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think I would be able
I
to
actually
beat
have
it.
a question. Why on this podcast, like the last couple of days, all we've talked about is like hurting animals.
We are in field bio,
Hurting animals.
which is all about animals and biology.
Okay, but not really
It's a
about
good
fighting.
conversation.
Huh?
It's something easy to talk about.
It
And it's
is.
It is very easy to talk about. It's interesting. We have knowledge of the subject a little. You seem like a working man, Alden. You're a
Yeah.
worker.
I'm a worker. I'm a
Kyle,
worker.
on the other hand, is a loafer. Two jobs.
A loafer?
Yeah, a loafer.
That's such a funny word.
Tate's hard at work reffing those paintball games. Do you yell at people? Like, what do you do? What's an illegal maneuver in a paintball game?
Taking off your mask. Because then people, if they get shot in the eye, they're blind for that.
How often do you have to tell someone not to take off their mask, Tate?
Every day.
Yeah, probably every day.
Like once or twice? Like how many
People don't listen. It's usually like a lot of like kids and just a lot of people who just like don't care.
Now,
Looking for the
3, 2, 1. Hold up.